Take a leap of faith. We got a love that's worth the wait. Darling, you've been on my mind. Gonna love you to the end of time.
소리였어. 잘 잤어? 털 많이 빠진다. 우리 털거리가 나보네.